Hey, Monster Vision, thanks for that. Time for some power hour, absolutely, Arbloom. Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. How rude of me. How rude. Okay, so what are we trading? Nothing at the minute. Jan's died a death, volume's died off. MSC seems to be having a bit of a moment. I don't really see a catalyst for this, but there you go. Hey Megan, I don't think this is the sort of stream you want to be joining, but okay. You're not selling. Well, Houston Americans had a good day. Look, it's down at the minute, but I mean, it's up, still up over 30%. It was over $6 early when we were trading earlier, but hey, look, Black Sky has made a move up. Absolutely, Ladybug. Why not? I think Ethereum's at a discount right now. But then again, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just my opinion. It's what I'm going to be doing later this week. Well, on the weekend, I'm going to be buying, you know, a shed load of Ethereum and XRP and maybe a little Bitcoin. I think all of those are on discount. So, assuming I can get my my funds out for the weekend, otherwise it'll be early next week when I do it. Right now, probably looking about maybe about 7 or 8 days worth of investments. So probably put about 2k in each, maybe 1500. What we going or OTT. Might just buy myself one more ETH. Okay. Oh, power hour. Where's my chat gone? There it is. That's AMC. You've got to pay attention. You've got to pay attention with AMC. I mean, it's we rode it all the way up, and then it's sold off. So then it bounced again. That's a meme stock for you. The problem is with meme stocks, whilst technical analysis works, the fundamentals certainly don't, and it just doesn't obey fundamental rules. It really doesn't. Kind of amusing when you look at it on the 1 minute, because it's tracking that 9 EMA all the way down as resistance. move too much. Yeah, it's pretty much tracking the 9 EMA all day. Well, AMC had the reason AMC did well is it had good good results over the weekend, had good box office results over the weekend. Guess what? There's a surprise. Bank holiday weekend and people decide to go to the cinema. I mean, come on. Shock horror. Go figure. Who would have thought that on a bank holiday weekend people will go and watch the cinema? I mean, hold the front page. The weekend was okay, Matt. Wasn't too bad. One of the 3 teams that I was following in a cup final won. The other 2 not so much, but you know. Other than that, it was a nice enough weekend. Except for this one deciding to hurt her paw somehow. And now she's walking around like an invalid. Top Gun, absolutely. But if it wasn't Top Gun, it would have been something else. Ladybug. Hollywood always decides to release some summer blockbuster for Memorial Day weekend. It's par for the course. So, you know, the fact that AMC had good attendance over the weekend, you can't exactly call that a surprise. But in fact, any bank holiday weekend where there's not restrictions, now that we've actually got rid of COVID restrictions and the likes, then of course we're going to have a bank holiday weekend. And of course people are going to go and watch the cinema at the bank holiday weekend. Go and take the kids to watch the cinema at the bank holiday weekend. That's what people do on a bank holiday weekend. So, you know, I think we've had a couple of years where it's been difficult because you've not been able to go to the cinema with the lockdown and stuff. Hey, Scalper, we're not having a bad day so far. 6K up. That was all done in the earlier session. I've not traded since I closed the live stream earlier. I was going to have a look at MSC. It seems to be consolidating. I just didn't. I've not even looked at the markets today since I closed the session earlier. Not really. Doing a couple of other things, a couple of other bits and pieces, and so hey, look, it is what it is. It's with great acorns. With little acorns, great oaks grow, Les. So you start small and grow your account. Just let's put this in perspective. To make that 6K, I've got a start of the day today, over 47,000 in equity, and I've got 6 times leverage. So I've got $300,000 worth of buying power nearly. I'm having a good day, Chip. Just to put it into context, I mean, obviously I'm not using all of that. So when I started the day, it was just over $285,000 worth of buying power. So I mean, put it this way: if you start your account with, so let's say I had a $300,000 buying power, just rounding numbers. So that's a $50,000 equity position. Wind it back. I'm recommending if you've got if you're starting a small account, don't try and day trade with less than $5,000. I mean, you can do, but it's difficult, and your expectations, you know. So if you, let's just say you're day trading with $5,000, that gives you a $30,000 buying power if you're using the same kind of leverage that I am, which is a 6 times. If you've got $30,000 worth of buying power and you were able to copy my trades trade for trade, you're going to be effectively 10 times less. So you would be on a $600 day as opposed to a $6,000 day, if that makes sense. So if you could make $1,000 a day and be happy, well, $1,000 a day is $5 grand a week, 20 grand a year. You know, you're looking at sorry, 20 grand a month. You're looking at $250,000 for $1,000 a day. $250,000 annual salary. Money makes money, absolutely. That's exactly it. It's all about you've got to put it into. What I'm not trying to do here is say, oh, come and join my course for $150, and you know, if you scrape enough money to do the $150, you can turn that $150 into $6 grand a day. It's not going to. It doesn't work that way. Particularly as a new trader, I'm an experienced trader. I'm consistently profitable. Not everybody is. So you've got to have realistic expectations, and managing your risk accordingly is extremely important. So you shouldn't be putting up more than 1% of your buying power as risk on any single trade. So if you've got that $5,000 and you've got a $30,000 account, you shouldn't be risking more than $300 on any trade. That's 1% of that buying power. Well, exactly, Les. That's the whole point. If you want to be, if you've got a large account, you want to protect it. If you've got a small account, then you want to grow it, and the only way to do that is managing your risk. So I kind of have what I set myself was a 5% equity growth per day. So whatever, and I start each month at $30,000. So I'm effectively looking at a 5% equity growth. Oh, sorry, 5% equity growth per day. But I'm an aggressive trader. To get 5% growth per day is actually quite a lot. So I'm looking at $1,500 is my goal as a minimum each month to trade. I've actually got an ambitious goal of $5,000 a day, which will get me to that magical 7-figure annual number. I'm way off at the moment. I'm above the $1,500 a day. I'm more than twice that this year, but I'm way off the 5,000. So it's all about economies of scale as well. Is if you're looking at percentages of your equity, if you've got a bigger equity to start off with, then a small percentage of your equity is a lot more than a big percentage of someone with a small account. Well, you can, if you lose 1%, scalper, it's you can recover that. You know, you've still got 99% in your account, so you can effectively still take the same trades. If you lose 10% of your account, I was talking about this earlier, but if you lose 10% of your account, you're going to have to make more than 11% just to make that back up. So I'm not trying to pretend that, I mean, I deliberately did the small account challenge in February, where I started with just under $5,000. And for those of you that have been around and joined me for all this time, you'll remember that I started with just under $5,000 and grew it to $78,000 in 19 trading days. But that's not responsible trading. You know, it's not responsible trading. That's me being, the only reason I can do that, and the only reason anybody does these small account challenges, is A, it's a bit of a show off, and B, it's to get a bit of attention, but it can be done. But you wouldn't do that if that's your main account. So if you've got a small account and you're trying to grow it, you wouldn't trade as aggressively as I did in February, simply for the fact that you do run the risk of blowing up your account if you're not careful. The reason I was able to do that is because I have a bigger account laying in the back to back that up. So if I lost $5,000, then I can replace it and I can carry on trading. Whereas if someone who's only got $5,000, you don't want to be risking $5,000. You know, it's okay to be aggressive, providing you can afford to lose. So going back to what I'm always saying is, don't put money into the markets that you can't afford to lose. Well, you're welcome anytime, Les. No, absolutely. But likewise, if you're losing, just think about that. If you're losing that 10%, you got $1,000 and you lose $100 on every trade, you've lost everything. If you lose 10 trades in a row. But conversely, it hardly seems fair, because if you win 10 trades in a row and you are using the right 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, then you've only tripled your account. So you could go from losing everything in 10 trades to only tripling your account in 10 trades. So it hardly seems fair, but that's the way it's got to be done. You've got to manage your risk accordingly. So, you know, take small losses and then really ride your winners. Anyway, let's talk about making money. What's moving? Sava. Not really. Yes, I'm on YouTube, Shakeafay. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I'm streaming live on YouTube right now, and Twitch right now, and Twitter right now at the same time. But what you're seeing on the TikTok screen, you see a lot more of my desktop on YouTube. You see a lot more information. Go and subscribe to my channel. I need all the subscribers. Anybody that's watching, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can come back to the TikTok by all means, but just go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need more subscribers. I would say, look, the chat is better on the TikTok. It's more interactive, and the delay's not as much. You see more on YouTube because you've got the two main trading windows. You've got the time and sales. You've got more of my scanners, and you've got 4 of my watch list, including the SPY. So you can see more on YouTube. You can get closer to real time on TikTok. I don't know much about. Apparently, the stream is clearer on Twitch, but I just put that because someone requested that I do that. But I don't really do much on Twitch. But our Balloon's on Twitch, and Phil's on Twitch, and I've got a few followers on Twitch. So the link to the YouTube channel, if you want to know what my YouTube is, Hustle with Tony, all one word, on the YouTube, and you'll find me there. Or you can just go into my link tree, or you can click on the Instagram logo in my profile, and that can that leads to either my Instagram or the YouTube. If you go into my link tree, that will open up the YouTube as opposed to in a TikTok window. It'll open it up in a real window. Hey Roy, how you doing? You having a good day? First day back, last day of the month. Oh, and for those that weren't around this morning, that have been following me for a while, you know what a torrid time I've had in May. Based on trade profit and loss only, that doesn't, so not including transaction fees, commissions, etc. We're green on the month. We're finally green on the month. We waited till the last day of the month to do it, but the trade profit and loss is green for May. Hey Flossie. When we start factoring, I'm going to have made it as a small loss. I've lost about 10k in May due to transaction fees, you know, commissions, charges and whatnot. But that's a small win in my book. It's been a tough whole month. I've got to be completely honest. It's been a difficult month, and I'm not used to having a red month. Red days, yes. Occasional red weeks. Red months, no. So it's good to be able to say I've had another green month and I've got the statistics to prove it. However, when I look at my broker report, that will say that I've had a red month. So depending on which way you want to spin it, I'm going to spin it that it's another consecutive green month. And anybody that disagrees with me, I'll blow a raspberry in your general direction. Yeah, I don't know what they're trying on. So as I was saying to the guys earlier, if you get contacted by anybody pretending to be me, it's not me. If you want to contact me directly, go into my link tree, my email, click on my email. You can email me directly, no problem. I'll respond to you directly. But I'm not going to be reaching out to you unless there's some prior contact. I'm not going to be reaching out. So also, if they've got a black background, if it's my face with a black background, it's not me. My new profile is my face with a white background. And what I'll probably do is change it again in a couple of weeks' time if I notice anybody with impersonating me with my face and a white background. So, yeah. I was chasing the loss a little bit. I wasn't chasing the loss. I had a drawdown to recover, so I got into a big hole in the first week of the month, and we lost over $50,000 that first week of the month, trading big size when we didn't need to, in effect, and not managing the risk, swinging for the fences when we didn't need to, and we dug a hole. And sometimes that happens, but normally you can prevent it being a big hole. Unfortunately, I didn't. So it's taken all month to dig back out of that hole and trade our way out of it. Now, it would have been very easy to just try and be extremely aggressive and get into an even bigger situation. And I think that's what happened towards the end of that first week, is I lost quite a bit of money on day one. So then I replenished the account basically by cancelling the withdrawal that I had from April's profits. So I cancelled the withdrawal, replenished the account, and then tried swinging again to make up what I'd already lost. Revenge trading. And it's the fastest way to blow up your account is revenge trading. And I knew when I lost the money on the Friday, because I'd lost the money on the Monday, and when towards the end of that week, when I lost big again, I knew what I was doing wrong. That revenge trading is you need to get away from that. But sometimes emotions get the better of you. And it's taken a while, and it's been frustrating and sometimes emotionally draining, but we've pretty much recovered the month. I'm looking at it right now, Roy, as a small win. It's a win with a small W. I wouldn't say it's a big win, but it's a win with a small W. Can someone tell Elon to put a tweet out about Tesla to make it shoot up $200? Because I've still got calls for Friday for 950. Practically worthless calls right now. So May, overall, if I take out a couple of the swing trades that I don't show here, take out the options trades that I've got as well, I've probably, in total, I've probably lost about 20k in May in total trading. What's the best broker for American penny stocks? It depends on your definition of penny stocks. If you're talking about the OTC markets, the pink sheets, that kind of thing, the real penny stocks, you know, where shares are priced about, you know, 10, 12 cents, 15 cents, under a dollar, then there's a lot of brokers that you can use, but I wouldn't recommend trading those kind of accounts, those kind of companies. They're garbage companies and they can be very easily manipulated. So stocks less than $5, interactive brokers I use. I trade more proactively and more actively with Capital Markets Elite Group, which is an offshore broker, which is who this account is that you'll see me trade on with right now. You can trade with Trading 212 if you can get past the waiting list. Trade Zero carries some of the stocks. I wouldn't say something like eToro. I wouldn't recommend eToro for day trading anyway. There's a lot of different brokers that you can do, but the ones that I use, I mean, AvaTrade, which is more, probably it's more towards Forex than anything else. But the ones that I would recommend personally, because I use them personally, I've never had any issues with them, is Interactive Brokers and Capital Markets Elite Group. Those are the ones that I recommend because those are the ones that I use. I should see if I can partner with some brokers and they'll give me a commission for everyone I send to them, you know. Although, to be fair, if you check my my Linktree Interactive Brokers there, if you click on that and sign up via that link, you can get free stock, and if you deposit money, I get free stock, and you get more free stock. So everyone's a winner. Well, I think this is something that Tesla's going to have to deal with. Is every car manufacturer and his dog is going to be manufacturing e-vehicles now. So it's going to be an extremely competitive space. All the main gainers on the day are pretty much selling off, with the exception of Black Sky. This is a continuation from last week when they secured a huge government contract, over $1 billion. B with a billion with a B. We'll see. Something needed to be done though, Jack. I mean, the way around it is that the oil producing companies that are not under embargo need to step up, need to ramp up production, you know? Tata Steel. Yeah. Let's have a look. That's not right. Right. Thought it was on. Thought Tata was on the nicey, but oh well. Range Rover. So Rover, that's owned by BMW, isn't it? Pretty sure Range Rover was. I'm pretty sure Rover Group was bought by BMW. Let me just have a look. Google is your friend. Yeah, Tata Motors. Jaguar Land Rover. Tata Motors. I thought it was owned by BMW. So Jaguar Land Rover is owned by Tata. It was British Leyland at one stage, as you know. But since 2008. Go figure. I would never have thought that Range Rover and Jaguar were Indian. It just goes to show. And you saying that we did rape and pillage their the British did rape and pillage the whole Indian wealth, so we shouldn't be surprised about them coming back. I know the Minis are BMW, that's for sure. We've got their Kohinoor, they've got our Jaguar. Right, what's moving? SVFD. No, it's not moving at all. There is nothing there. Black Sky. Let's go back to Black Sky. And towards the view up now. Indonesian Energies down 1% up on the day. Oh, AMC's gone green again. Words erratic spring to mind. I'm not too worried about the wider markets being, red at the moment. If you look at the SPY, it's slightly red. It's about 0.25% down on Friday's closing price, but it's not a big deal. considering where we came from. If you look at it on the 15-minute, get it on the 60 minutes, even better. You mate. You see this inverted head and shoulders that we had there, then it's moved up. So a little bit of a retracement pre-market, and the move up, and now it's down. So it's not too far off. Not too far off. I think we could get some more of a continued rally tomorrow and move back up. We'll see. Excellent. Let's have a look at that. DGXX, that was recent IPO a couple of weeks ago. Overall on the daily it's not looking great. It did move up the first couple of days of its IPO, but now it's just getting lower and lower. I mean, this was $57 a couple of weeks ago. When it first IPO, the second day of its IPO, it went all the way up to $57. Not 58 was the high. Now it's down at 532. Yeah. Looking for some more movers. Look, I don't mind coming back and doing the power hour, but I'm not trading something if there's nothing to trade. I'm not trading for trading's sake. Got green, stay green. That's the analogy, isn't it? Gogoro, isn't that the 4-armed dragon from Mortal Kombat? And if you're wondering what that noise is, that is my snoring chow-chow. That's not bad. Now I need to know what the volume has been like. Slightly better than average. The relative volume it's not huge, but it's okay. Yes. Half an hour to the close. Will we get any movements? I wasn't talking to you. Will we get any movement into the close? Should have been short in Sega. Why was I not short? Oh, it's on the short sale restriction list, that's why. It's shortable, but the problem is when it's on the short sale restrictions list, you can short it, but you have to take the short position on the uptick. You've got to put limit orders above the ask and hope it comes back for you. That's pain in the hole. Do it. Been selling off all day. do this. Selling more again later. Oh, hang on a minute. Look at this on the 2 minute. We're getting a head and shoulders here. Not very deep head and shoulders, so if you get that, what's that, about 20 cents? Maybe you might get 20 cents on that one. From here, yeah, you might get 15-20 cents on this for head and shoulders. Inverted head and shoulders on the 2 minute. This is Sega, by the way, if you're wondering. I'm not going to trade that, but just calling out the potential pattern that I'm seeing there, and this is going to move upwards for about 15-20 cents. Yeah, so 15 safely, 20 maybe. What did Boosted Energy do? That's sold off. Jan, well, we got 800 bucks off them, so I'm not going to be too complaining about it. Yee! Has anybody got anything that they've been trading or that they want to see that maybe we can have a chat about? Any stocks that you want to have a look at? I know I tend to trade stocks above $3, but if you want to look at something a little bit cheaper, I'll put it up on the screen. We can take a look. I can give you my unbiased, non-professional, non-financial advisor opinion. Stocks aren't at an all-time high right now. They were last year. December was the last time we had an all-time high. Look at the markets. Let's look at the SPY here, and it'll show you. So I'll put it on the weekly chart. So the all-time high is here, which was December. Oh no, we had an all-time high first week of January. That's when we got the all-time high and began the sell-off, and we've been selling off ever since. Doesn't look like we've lost that much when we put it on the weekly chart. The all-time highs were here in January, and now we're here. On the SPY, it was like call it 480. We're now at 415. So big drop, but doesn't look like it on that chart. There was a nice little double bottom on the 1 minute on the SPY there. Yeah, that's the problem, Roy, is that, you know, we've had so many, you know, once in a lifetime events in the last 10 years. You know, we had the stock market crash of, well, the 15 years, let's call it. The stock market crash in 2008. Then we had the SARS epidemic. Then we had COVID. Now we've got the Ukraine conflict. Although being British or American, you should be used to conflict by now. What with the illegal invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan. Nobody complains about those. Not saying anything about, you know, the Ruskies being right or wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying people in glass houses. Come on, market, give me something to trade. You're just making my stream look boring. What? Let's have a quick look. What earnings do we have this evening? I can tell you. Earnings reports. So HP, Salesforce, Victoria's Secrets, and Digital Turbine, Sportsman's Warehouse, Umbrella, ChargePoint, Sentinel One. Yeah. If you're wondering what that noise was, that was like, yeah, I'm not bothered about those. The first three could be interesting though. Chang. Let's have a look at Chang. That have earnings this morning? I don't recall seeing Chang moving at all. Okay, so HP, Salesforce, and Victoria's Secrets could all be interesting to watch. Or let's have a quick look. HPE market at the moment. HPE or HPQ. That's the one. HP Inc. Yeah, it could be worth watching. I'll put that on the watch list for later. Running out of room on my watch list. Salesforce, SFPC, have a look. CRM. It's kind of a sideways day, a little bit down, very similar to wider market. Pretty much the same as the wider market. What was the other one that, oh, Victoria's Secret. The SEO. That's down on the day. They've got earnings coming out after close today. Anything anybody wants to take a look at? Let me know. Have you been trading today? If you have, are you profitable today, or has the market been cruel to you? Tell me in the chat. Biden's meeting, is it today or tomorrow? Biden's meeting Powell. Red box, that old chestnut, making a move to the upside after selling off all day. Now it's starting to try and make a move back. Struggling. Needs to get back over 7. You going long or short on it, Squibby? Look, that's the beauty of trading, MC. You can do it on your own time. If you don't want to trade on any given day, don't trade. If you're not feeling up to it, don't do it. If you've got other things to do, go do them. The market's still going to be here when you're ready for it. Well, it was selling off today. It's the put it on the 15 minutes so we can actually see what's going on here. So it's not exactly been very volatile at all. Highest pre-market was what, 744, and it's now 511. So whilst that is over a $2 move intraday, it's not exactly highly volatile. The range hasn't been huge. Look at it on the 60 minute, you can see that is the 60 minute. Daily, we had this move up from up to 58 on its second day of after the IPO, and then it's sold off ever since. So what is it they do, Squibby? Bright green. Maybe one of these hashtag hash stocks. No problem. They're one of these hashtag hash stocks, aren't they? And a little bit more about them. Key data. No short. Obviously, no short details. There's been a recent IPO. 158 million shares outstanding. It doesn't say what the float size is, so I'm going to assume that that is the float. Average volume is over the last couple of weeks has been 3.6 million. Today it's 1 point, so it's down on terms of relative volume. It's down on the day. So have you seen any kind of indicator for a reversal there, Squibby? Because I'm just kind of looking for one. I don't want to miss out on a good deal if there is one. Potential 5-minute double bottom in here. If it gets back above 520, I think you might get a double bottom there. Move back up towards kind of 550 at the moment before the close. 10 minutes. But just on 60-minute or 30, I'm not seeing any reversal patterns at the moment. So maybe you've seen something that I've not. Let me know. Continuing to break lows at the moment. Low of day today is $5, so it needs to stand at five. It's at 5.10, so its all-time low is $5. It might have bounced on $5, but it needs to stay above that for me. Don't think I'll be trading that until I see a clear reversal indicator. Good luck if you're going long on it tomorrow. Good luck if you're taking a swing tonight. Good luck. I hope it goes in your favor. I really do. There's no volume today. Well, into the close. There's not a lot moving. Western Americans, no. $2.4 million in the last hour. But we're just not getting the volume that would. Oh, Tesla going green. SPY trying to go green. The market trying to finish green on the day. Are we going to get there? It looks like the market's going to finish green. Look at this. Very close. Nasdaq's already green. The Russell index isn't though. What platform do I use? McFit. Just reminded me of McLovin. Great movie. Super bad. I use DAS Trader. DAS. It's an acronym for Direct Access Software. Or DAS Trader Pro. That's the platform I'm trading on. I might have a shave. What do you think? Beard or no beard? Should I go clean shaven? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, stubble always causes trouble. Well, I won't say what I named this a long time ago. Apparently, now here's the thing. Apparently, the juices from a woman's nether regions are alkaline, a bit like bleach. I guess that's why I'm got grey bits down here. It's going white. Just saying. Clean like a suit. Think about it. Well, Tesla's green. Spy's trying. It's got 7 minutes to get there. Looks like I'm not taking any more trades today, guys. Oh, look at that. Kathy Woods. ARK Invest. No, this is ARKit Quantum. Thought it was ARK Invest. Have a look. What's going on here? Why is this halting into the close? Yeah, I know ARKit Quantum shares halted on a circuit breaker to the upside, but why? Benzinga, you're supposed to tell me why, not. Something to do with a class action update? The Klein Law Firm announces a lead plaintiff deadline of July the 5th in a class action filed on behalf of ARKit Quantum. Inclusive of FKA Centricus Acquisition Corp shareholders. Some kind of legal issue going on there. Don't think I will be trading that into the close. Where did oil finish? Look. Brent. $115 a barrel. We didn't on the daily. Wow. We did get over $120 a barrel, but it's come back down. It's so Brent oil is $115 a barrel right now, $115.80. So that's a little bit better than what I know a few people who were long on it, but it's a little bit better than what I was expecting. I was thinking if it broke 120, which it did ever so briefly, went up as high as 120 and 30 cents, then came back. So I just felt there's going to be some knock-on effects, cost-wise, logistics, etc. if it went much higher than $120 a barrel. But it's 115 right now. So it'd be nice for it to retrace and get back below 100. Wouldn't that be nice? Energy costs come down just in time for summer when we don't need it to. Yeah, that's about right. Energy costs, it's funny, isn't it, how energy costs always go up in the winter when you actually need the energy, and then in the summer the costs come down. It's like, well, use our oil. I suppose that you should be buying your energy, whether it's gas or electric, pay in advance in the summer and then use it in the winter. I wonder if there's any companies actually do that, allow you to pay up front for the units rather than the cost, because they'll just charge you at the going rate at the time, if that's the case. AMC's red. GME's fallen 10% today. I could have shorted that. Most of that happened at the open as well. Most of that happened here. It's vomited at the open. But look at that, 15-minute chart. How's about that for a double bottom on the 121 GME? But tomorrow, watch for GME to move up. Even on the 30-minute chart, I'd say, so the higher time frames tend to be more reliable. That's a classic double bottom right there. That's got to move up. 60-minute chart. Yeah, it's even evident on that one too. Watch for GME to hit probably 130, 135 either overnight or tomorrow. A good $10 with that. I'd swing that basically right now if I could have stops out of hours. We'll see. Let's go back 5 minutes. Contemplating whether I should or not. Set my stop down here at this low and go for 135, maybe. You too, Squibby. You don't think I should swing that, Roy? There's the market. There's the end of the day, guys. Yeah, well, happy Tuesday. 6K done. That is a finish to May. I was thinking swinging it overnight, ready for tomorrow and a move up tomorrow on the double bottom. But May's done and dusted. Like I say, trade profit and loss green, net profit and loss slightly red. So look, I'll be onto my broker in about five minutes to withdraw, set a withdrawal in process, and we'll start tomorrow with about just under 30,000, I think. So enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Take care.